Min Jin Yang, a Chinese intelligence officer, moved to New York, where he established the largest car theft gang in American history. They specialize in luxurious car theft. Usually, if the police can't get a stolen car, they can at least get a piece of it. But Yang and his gang stole thousands of cars without the police getting any trace. The car vanished, and nothing was left behind. So where did the cars go? What brought Yang from China to America? Why did a Chinese intelligence officer steal cars in New York? Keep watching to get the answers. New York City is still one of the biggest cities in the world. According to some studies, it is considered the most luxurious city on earth. It has the largest number of wealthy people who normally possess luxurious and expensive cars. New York City has America's largest concentration of high-end cars. In 1999, a massive wave of car thefts hit New York. Imagine that 48 high-end vehicles were stolen in less than a month and a half, and the cars disappeared in a matter of seconds. The thefts were quick and quiet. The thief opened the car calmly, turned it on, and took it. The gang did not have a specific targeted area in the city. They used to steal cars from malls, parking lots, and everywhere. The strange thing is that all these cars do not appear again. Generally, the stolen cars are found without their expensive parts because the thief resold them. But the cars that the gang was stealing were disappearing, and the police did not have any trace of them. So what were these thieves doing with the cars after they were stolen? Where do they take it? These questions confused the police and prompted them to believe that the cars were being exported. The only place that was suitable for exporting a large number of cars like these was Brooklyn's port in New York. A team from the New York police, and especially from the Car Theft Investigation Department, went to Brooklyn's port, where they conducted an investigation, but they did not notice any suspicious activity related to a car theft gang. At that moment, they felt that they were dealing with a large entity. Maybe a gang belongs to the organized crime world. But in fact, the person responsible for all these operations was not even an American. This person was called Min Jin Yang, who was a Chinese man, and the biggest surprise was that he was a former intelligence officer in the Chinese army and the only person responsible for the theft of thousands of luxury cars from New York, which he made himself up to $40 million, which is worth up to $75 million today. The question is, how did he do it? To know the answer, let us first know who Min Jin Yang is. Min Jin Yang was an intelligence officer in the Chinese army, from which he was discharged in 1990. Then he moved to Shanghai, a wealthy city where there was a high demand for luxurious cars, but such cars were not available for sale in China. So here, Yang saw an opportunity he could take advantage of. So he went and contacted the gangs in Shanghai, and he offered the leader of one of these gangs a business deal. Yang told the gang leader that he used to work as an intelligence officer in the army, and he has experience in smuggling, how it works, and how it is fought by the security forces. So he managed to convince him that he could bring him cars from outside, and the gang leader could sell them in China through his network. The leader of the gang liked the idea because he knew that cars in China are expensive. He could get a car from outside that is worth $100,000 and sell it in China for $200,000. So it's a profitable business. Yang agreed with the leader to a 40 to 60 profit split deal, and the gang leader gave Yang $500,000 to set up his gang and start implementing his operations in the city where the cars are, New York. Min Jin Yang knew that New York would be the best target where he could get all types of cars he wanted. The number of luxurious cars in the city is huge because of the number of rich people there. Yang took the $500,000 that his partner gave him and traveled to New York to start executing his plan. Since the beginning, Yang has started using his military experience that he learned in his former occupation. He entered America using a fake identity and adopted the name Kenny. He pretended to be a struggling immigrant. Yang's first goal was to integrate into American society. He wanted to make people feel that he was a normal person. He used to drive an old Nissan Altima. He did not want to appear as a wealthy person who had